I don't know about you guys, but I'm super pumped about this open world survival game. The day before, coming this June 21st, 2022. From watching the trailers to watching the gameplay footage that they produced, it seems to be a complete game. This is a cross between DayZ, H1Z1, Rust, and even The Division. This means PvE, PvP content. There is very little information given about this game. Besides analyzing the trailers and the gameplay footage, even their Discord has zero information in their news section. The Twitter handle has zero updates since January. So we are somewhat in the dark about this game, and that's why a lot of this is going to be speculation. A huge topic that's been circling around on the interwebs is how much PvP content will you have to do in order to progress through the game? Will there be a PvE mode or maybe a PvE server? Personally, I am a PvP loving person. I love everything to do with PvP. I've been playing them throughout my whole life, including shooters like Apex, Valorant, MMOs like World of Warcraft, Lost Ark, and even playing League of Legends a ton. But one of my favorite games is a game called Escape from Tarkov. If you've never played that game, it is a looter shooter survival game as well, but it's first person. In that game, you had so much to lose and yet so much to gain. You knew the sacrifices you were taking by which gear you were going to bring in, but at the same time, the gear other players brought in was yours to take. That plus a PvE aspect, including scavs, soldiers that you had to kill to loot and shoot, that was amazing. But if it's strictly a PvE system, that can only hold my attention for so long. My example for a PvE/PvP ish type game was New World. New World took a ton of their PvP system out of the game to please a lot of the people that were complaining on the forums. A lot of people came home from work, they didn't want to stress, they didn't want to have to try hard, they didn't want to get killed by a 10-year-old that teabagged them after they died. In my opinion, New World would have held a larger audience if there was a mandatory PvP. You're out and about mining, you're out and about logging, getting these materials, and you always have that sense of danger, like everything's out to get you. So when you're mining and you're actually getting materials, you're looking over your shoulder and everything you get is worth it. When it's strictly PvE, all you have to worry about is that 10 health boar that's just annoying you and stops you from getting your materials. Flick it off to the side and keep going. But again, I have a huge PvP bias. I wanted to say that. There are a few bits of information that we can speculate on for the day before. As the developers have already stated, this game is a full loot PvP with one colony safe zone. Being in a post-apocalyptic setting, how could you have an open world without PvP? How would this even work? That doesn't make sense to me. The world should be dangerous. You should trust nobody. Now, I know there are a ton of people who hate this PvP type of content, who hate PvP in general, who hate having, like I said, that 10-year-old killing you after you've been at work all day, and you just want to relax and kill some zombies. There are a few games out there that are PvE strictly, and I don't think they've seen the success as most games like H1Z1, Rust. The closest comparison I can see for this game would be The Division, with the Dark Zone involved. But the one reason I stopped playing The Division was I was completed with the PvE content. I did everything, so all there was to do was have PvP, have fun with your friends, killing other players. But there was zero point of actually going into the Dark Zone. It was a wasteland of nobody there, and the game eventually fizzled out for me because I was done with all the PvE content. And this is why I got sucked into games like Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. You bring in what you're prepared to lose, and the fear of losing your gear makes the game 10 times better. And the fear of losing what you've earned is real. These type of games seem to be super popular, especially on the content creation / streaming side. But enough about my thoughts on PvP and PvE. You guys all know what my opinion is. What do you guys want to see most in this game? Are you a PvP player? Are you strictly PvE? Do you want there just to be a PvE dedicated server? Or maybe you're a PvP, PvE type of person, like to do both in one setting. Whatever you choose, don't forget to hit that wish list on this game. It's going to be a great game, and I have super high hopes for this. And also, I'll be producing more day before content, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a like, throw some comments in there, tell me whether you agree with me, whether you don't agree with me, and I'll be pumping out all the content left and right. And I'll see you guys on the next video.